Welcome back to Fine Living Journey. Today, we are going to break down the massive psychological trap of cutting people off and how to truly protect your peace without completely isolating yourself. Modern society constantly feeds you this incredibly dangerous advice to simply protect your peace and cut people out of your life. If someone is truly manipulative or highly abusive, then absolute distance is completely necessary. But the brutal reality is that people are constantly cutting off friends and family simply because they feel emotionally exhausted. This reckless behavior inevitably leads to total psychological isolation. Your ancient evolutionary brain is biologically hardwired to require a genuine tribe and real connection. We are going to expose exactly how you can maintain your mental peace without deleting every single person from your phone. Let us look at the first major mechanism. Social media loves to label every difficult person as completely toxic. But human relationships are vastly more complicated than a simple internet label. Normal friendships have disagreements. Families have massive misunderstandings. Even highly supportive people will occasionally say the wrong thing. Clinical psychology proves that occasional conflict is a completely normal part of any human dynamic. If someone constantly disrespects you, that is a massive red flag. But if you are just facing occasional tension, cutting them off is an incredibly weak response. The much healthier solution is directly addressing the issue and recalibrating your personal expectations. The second psychological reality involves choosing strict boundaries over complete avoidance. People constantly try to protect their peace by entirely avoiding stressful situations. Psychology clearly dictates that boundaries are vastly superior to running away. A boundary is simply a strict limit you enforce to guard your own mental bandwidth. You can easily decide to stop responding to messages immediately when you need to rest. You can completely avoid specific conversation topics that always end in useless arguments. You can heavily limit the personal information you share with certain individuals. These highly strategic actions allow you to stay connected while perfectly guarding your mental space. This brings us to the third critical point. You absolutely do not need to be available to everyone at all times. A massive source of daily stress is feeling entirely responsible for the emotions of other people. You feel this intense pressure to always listen and constantly solve their problems. This inevitably leads to complete emotional overload. It is perfectly fine to care about people. It is also entirely necessary to realize you cannot manage their feelings for them. Protecting your peace literally just means telling someone you cannot handle their drama today, and you need to focus on yourself. That is not selfish behavior. That is basic energetic survival. The fourth concept is understanding absolute access levels. Not everyone in your life requires the exact same level of access to your energy. Some people belong in your absolute inner circle. Others are just casual friends or basic acquaintances. Massive problems occur when you treat an acquaintance like they belong in your inner circle. You do not have to permanently block someone just because they are no longer a completely safe space for your deepest thoughts. You simply reduce the amount of trust and time you offer them. You strategically downgrade their access level instead of completely destroying the bridge. The fifth strategy is mastering pure emotional detachment. This absolutely does not mean you turn into a cold person who stops caring about humanity. It means you completely stop absorbing the chaotic emotions of everyone around you. If someone heavily criticizes you, it does not mean you have to internalize their toxic words. If a coworker is in a terrible mood, you do not have to carry their negative energy back to your own house. Highly successful people learn to strictly observe a situation without taking it personally. This psychological armor keeps them perfectly calm in incredibly stressful environments. The final reality is accepting that you cannot control other human beings. The absolute biggest source of relationship stress is actively trying to force someone to change. You desperately want them to understand you and react exactly the way you expect. Psychology proves over and over again that humans only change when they actively choose to change themselves. True peace requires you to accept that certain people will simply never meet your high expectations. Instead of wasting your energy trying to control them, you just adjust your own response and enforce your new boundaries. Protecting your peace is not about total isolation. It is about learning how to stay calm and balanced while maintaining the connections that actually matter. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos like this.